Hi, my name is Blessing Kapswarah. I'm a videographer and photographer based here in Oxford, working in sports, music, fashion, corporate, anything really, videography and photography based, working with a number of different creatives and working as myself, BK Creative. I also have a clothing brand called Child of God Clothing, which I started a few years back, which is a Christian influence clothing brand. I would say helping build more of a sense of community. I think there's so many different cultures and so many different communities that have been brought into Oxfordshire. And it's an amazing thing. But one thing that I feel as a creative is there's a lack of community in a sense that there's not many programs or events or any opportunities to bring people together to create with one another. Being people of culture, we've been brought up in a different way to other people. We've had different life experiences, and that helps in our creativity. Three people can be taking a photo or a video of the same thing and take it in different ways because our eye, our creative eye is very different, and that comes from the way we've grown up, the experiences that we've had. And sometimes bringing those people together, you are able to create something amazing. And I've had the opportunity to work with a number of creatives in and around Oxfordshire, and being able to work with them is an amazing thing, but we don't get to do it enough because sometimes there's not enough funds to be able to pay everyone or to bring everybody together. And yeah, so you just feel you end up working by yourself a lot of the time. Personally, my route into this industry hasn't been the normal, you go to uni, you study it, and then you jump into the industry. I studied something completely different at uni, and I was lucky enough to have a community of people around me who took me under their wing and taught me a lot. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there that have creative ambitions, but they don't know where to start. And it's not everybody that has those amazing people around them to be able to lift them up and say, this is how you do this is how you do that. If there was more opportunity for people in the same place that I was in to be able to work with creatives of that caliber and of those cultures, they would learn so much and would have more of, again, that sense of community in and around Oxfordshire. I would say more funding in terms of there's so many projects or things that people want to create. For example, I was lucky enough to work on a project called the Oxford Anthology through True Vision Features, which brought a number of creatives together. There was DLPs, directors, producers, writers, all coming together, actors, makeup artists, all these different types of creatives coming together to create these 10 short films. And it was an amazing opportunity because a lot of us have never been on film sets, but with more funding, that project could have been able to do more. We could have been able to reach more people, create better films. There were amazing films that were created, but a lot of it was a lot of work from True Vision themselves to be able to bring these people together, to be able to find locations. And it was a lot of hard work. And I feel there's so many other creatives that have similar ideas that want to be able to do similar things, but because we don't even know where to look for the funding, we don't know where to start. So we just put the idea on the shelf and then it never becomes a reality. First would be transparency. So understanding if you have an idea, if you have a vision, this is where you should go to try and make that vision become a reality. I wouldn't even know where to start, like looking for funding, looking for support. Again, for myself, I haven't seen those companies or those organizations that say, hey, if you're a creative, if you want to do this, if you want to do that, come to us. We would love to talk to you about your ideas. And I'm sure a lot of other creatives would say the same thing. So it feels like we can't do anything because we don't know who to talk to or where to go. As a creative who was born in Zimbabwe but came here, I go to Zimbabwe, I get to see the culture there. I have friends from Brazil, for example, that go out to Brazil, see the culture of Brazil. Our experiences of life are very different to someone that's grown up here, just in Oxford all of their lives. So we have a different way of thinking, we have a different way of being creative. So giving people more opportunities than just around the time where Black people are in the news because it's Black History Month, but thinking, okay, cool, this month, how can we help 1 to 5 creatives with what they're trying to do. Again, there's so many creatives in and around Oxfordshire of different heritage, of different descent, that have so many different ideas, and it would be amazing to see those ideas come to life, but we only really get a look in, again, Black History Month. Okay, what can we do to lift up the Black community? But we should be trying to lift up all of those communities all year round, in my opinion. Mhm.